Hi, I'm Dominic Yansky with LighthouseHockey.com. This is another 3-minute Island update for SB Nation's YouTube channel. This time we're talking about the Stanley Cup Finals. We know the Los Angeles Kings are already going to be there, and they're just awaiting word on who their opponent will be, whether it'll be the Rangers or the Devils. The Kings have been an outstanding story this year. They came up from the 8th seed and pretty much steamrolled all 3 opponents that they faced in the Western Conference, knocking off the top 3 seeds. And when it certainly looks like they're a cup favorite right now, when the story on the 2011-12 Kings is written, one of the big stories will be a big trade they made, getting rid of Jack Johnson in return for Jeff Carter. And while that wasn't quite a Butch Goring trade, the way the Islanders dynasty took off and launched when they made that deal for Goring way back in 1980, it was a pretty significant deal, and it's similar to the Islanders trade of Butch Goring more than 30 years ago for one reason: they had backup. It's debatable just how much Johnson really contributed to the team for the Kings, but one of the things they did know is that they had replacements waiting in the wing. They had Slava Voinov and Alex Martinez as 2 young defensemen who were just waiting to get more playing time and more responsibility, and Johnson's departure cleared that space for them. And of course, in the process, they also added Jeff Carter, who was a great addition to their top 6 forwards. Now, the way that's slightly similar to the deal that put the Islanders over the top is that the Islanders and GM Bill Torrey back in 1980 knew that they probably needed to make a move to add support behind Brian Trottier's line, but what they didn't know was if they had the defensive depth to cover for that deal. So they dealt stay-at-home defenseman Dave Lewis in the trade to LA, ironically, but they didn't do that until after the Olympics were finished and after they knew that they had Kenny Moreau both under contract and ready to contribute at the NHL level. Lewis's departure opened up a spot for Moreau, and of course everybody knows just how significant Kenny Moreau was in their first cup and in all 4 of their cups. So of course we're not expecting a dynasty from the Kings, and they may in fact not even get their first cup this year. But if they do, when people look back on it, that deal will be one of the significant steps that allowed it to happen. Thanks for watching. I'm Dominic Yansky with LighthouseHockey.com, and this is another 3-minute Island update on SB Nation's YouTube channel.